We're bringing the world's finest entertainment to Germany. With the very first tournament, we managed to sell out the iconic Festhalle and break the German MMA records. And now, it's time to move on. This time, you can look forward to German superstar and former pro footballer Christian Eckerlin.
Oh! The left hand's dropped him!
For the second time this year, he is going to face the dangerous Brazilian striker, Oliveira. A rematch that will settle all scores and give both fighters the chance to show who is better.
Za Německo, Stefan D800 Pütz
Will once again perform in front of his home crowd, now as the winner of the battle for Germany. In front of all Frankfurt, the Czech crowd favourite, Petrášek, will try and rob him of the victory.
Petrášek takes him down immediately.
How will the battle between the best German fighter and multiple-time world champion against the elite Czech fighter turn out? The story and the mission continue. Octagon 36, October 15th, Frankfurt. Tickets available for purchase through Ticketmaster.de.
Už jednou domluvený, ale následně odložený zápas Ryšavý versus Fodor.
Avšak kvôli rôznym dôvodom a covidom bol prerušovaný.
Ja úprimne si myslím, že ten covid nemal, psychicky si myslím, že vyhorel.
Karol, že mi neveril a spochybňoval to je jeho pohľad na svet a teším sa, že ten zápas znova je, takže môže byť aj karči kľudný.
Domáce derby, aké sme tu už dlho nemali.
Nemyslím si, že je tak skúsený, jak ja, či bojovo, či tréningovo.
Tento zápas by som chcel dokázať ten postoj, že mám lepší. Ja budem mať v pláne tlačiť do ňoho a ísť po ukončení.
Ryšavý nazbíral v 10 zápasech v Octagonu celkově 7 vítězství a většinu svých soupeřů ukončil jasně před limitem.
Není překvapení, to je senzace. Kuzík je v panice a odklepal.
Vítěz třetí série Octagon výzvy ale dal na nepovedenou prosincovou štaci rychle zapomenout.
Koleno je konec.
Kajo sa veľmi zlepšil v boji na blízko. Lakte, kolena, klinčové veci.
Očakávam, že ma bude chcieť kontrolovať, ale myslím si, že mu to nepomôže. Keď si myslí, že ma nejakým ľahkým úderom trafi, tak sa popálí v zápase.
Naopak Ryšavý by mohl doplatit na skvělé ruce a pohyb Fodora, který patří k tomu nejlepšímu, co lehká váha Octagonu nabízí.
Ja sa pokladám za technického bojovníka, keďže 22 rokov trénujem tú techniku. Budem ostražitý, budem sa dobre hýbať a budem ho chcieť prestreliť a ukázať mu, že tam cesta nevedie.
Ten stand-up je naozaj krása pozerať.
Pero vyhrá knockout v druhom kole.
Oba dva borci si libují v ukončování svých soupeřů a když vítězí, je to většinou dominantně.
Môj štýl mu nebude sedieť, budem do neho tlačiť, až mu to nebude vôbec páčiť.
Keď si toto myslí, tak je akože v nejakej ilúzii. Moje nastavenie je ísť tam a sknokautovať ho, že chcel by som ho ukončiť.
Derby jako hrom, které však může mít pouze jednoho vítěze.
Celé Slovensko bude na nohách, keď sa títo dvaja postavia proti sebe.
So the battle of Slovakia goes down here in Czech Republic, in the city of Brno. This guy, František Fodor, had the finger pointed at him by Karol "BOMBY" Ryšavý. He came out of his last fight in less than 24 hours' notice. COVID was the reason he came out of that. Ryšavý didn't believe it. He really felt that he wanted to avoid this fight. Fodor's response to that, he said, well, if I want to avoid the fight, why would I agree to fight you again? So František Fodor says, it's ridiculous, I'm not buying into it, I'm not letting that affect me because right now I'm in a good place. In a good place because he's changed teams. We saw somebody earlier on in Pütz reap the rewards of that change of team. We saw a completely different Pütz, calmer, more composed, more confident. And now František Fodor, under a new team, under a new banner, looking to do exactly the same tonight, Luke.
Yeah, Fodor comes forward very well and throws long combinations. You know, you saw in the highlight reel leading up to this, he had a nice left hook knockout, but that came off the back of 5 or 6 other shots. And I think if he could do that against Ryšavý, you know, that could be very, very, it could make a difference in this fight. Could be very effective for him. But Ryšavy's a much more dangerous striker. And for him to control that distance and do that, he's going to need, you know, a lot of balls to stand in front and throw 5, 6, 7 punch combinations.
Well, yeah, you talk about standing in front of him. One thing that impressed me with a standout knockout of his in Octagon 25 against Tomasz Fiala was his ability to close range from the outside to connect with shots. And you feel that's almost what he needs to do. And when you see him on form, like we did with the Fiala fight, when he looks loose, when he looks confident, I don't think anyone covers distance better under the Octagon promotion than this guy, Fodor. But when we saw him up against Kohut, and he didn't seem right mentally or physically, he got overwhelmed and beaten by Kohut within 2 rounds. That broke that 3-fight win streak. This is the first fight back from there, and I'm kind of picking signs from all over it, and the Pütz fight as well, because they're best friends. They train together, they made this move to the same gym together. And I think there's a different feel about these two right now.
And if you see Pütz's performance, it was mainly in the wrestling takedowns on top. So if Fodor has got a similar game plan in this fight, which it could have, because Ryšavý is very, very dangerous on the feet.
BOMBY, yeah.
So maybe that could play into it as well, be interesting. Would be expected, would be a surprise.
And here he comes, Karol, BOMBY, Ryšavý. A very impressive record, 10-4. His last fight at Octagon Prime 5, that was a battle. Somebody stepped in the form of Hosenpoort, Ibrahim Hosenpoort, and gave him all he could give for 3 rounds. Ryšavý forced to fight the finish out into the 3rd round. That was on his birthday, Luke. Cut weight on his birthday. Got the finish on eve of his birthday. Got the finish on his birthday. And again, when you look at somebody bouncing back from a loss like he did against Lozan Kieta, that told me a lot about him. That told me he's still in this game, right? He still believes it. And flip side of the other thing, he's always been with Spartacus Fight Gym. That Attila, the Jan that support him, he calls them his fathers. And there's a difference in that. He said, I don't care if he's changed gym. My fathers, my teammates have looked after me and built me, and they will be my team forever.
Yeah, very, very different approach. But it was a devastating loss, you know, to Lozan Kieta. He came back and put on a great performance in a 3-round war following that. So it's going to be an accumulation of both those fights coming into this one here. And he has a very different opponent that stands across from him. Ryšavý has always been, you know, he's been in Octagon for a very, very long time and always put on great fights. But I feel like this one has got a little extra bite to it. It's got a little bit extra to it as our co-main event as well. So he's going to want to put on a real show.
There we go, taking a few slaps from Jan Hudak before we go into the cage. And let's talk about his story, his journey as well. It was shared to us by Andrei Novotny, and this guy was a pro footballer, kind of off the rails a little bit as well, and got into a lot of trouble in the streets. And then this gym was set up, this gym in his hometown. He went there and he's never looked back. It's another story about how mixed martial arts, how any martial arts can change your life, right?
Yeah, I mean, so many stories like that about mixed martial arts that have helped so many people that have struggled to put their energy in the right direction. And finding martial arts and finding that thing that can control that anger that you have within inside of you and putting it towards something positive, to be able to come out here and perform on such a great stage, it's life-changing, and it's what makes this sport so special.
A little embrace before they go to battle. Let's look at the tail of the tape. 3 years the younger is Ryšavý. He has the height and the reach advantage, and he has also got the advantage in the eyes of the tip sport odds. 10-4 take on 9-6, both hailing from Slovakia. Let's get this battle underway. Let's hand it to one and only Andrei Novotny.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is co-main event of the evening, and this bout is lightweight, scheduled for 3 5-minute round, and the judges in the octagon is Václav Přibyl. Let me introduce you both fighters, and we start in the blue corner. He is 32 years old. He stands 175 centimeters tall and he weighted in at 70.7 kilos. He represents corner gym and the coach in his corner is František Fodor starší. He has a professional record of 15 fights, 9 wins and 6 losses. Fighting out of Slovakia, František Ferro Fodor! In the red corner, he's 29 years old. He stands 181 centimeters tall and he weighted in at 70.75 kilos. He represents SFG and Dogsbet team. The coaches in his corner are Attila Vek, Jan Hudák and Roman Kolar. He has a professional record of 14 fights, 10 wins and 4 losses. Fighting out of Slovakia, Karol BOMBY Ryšavý.
Pánové, profesionální zápas, 3x5 minut. Poslouchejte moje instrukce, pojedete si ruce, jestli chcete, aby šli z tvých rohů. Hodně štěstí.
And here we go.
Here we go, underway, or set to get underway in this co-main event. This is a lightweight contest. Karol BOMBY Ryšavý, he is in the red corner, taking on the one and only František Fodor. He is in the blue corner. White shorts, me, BRYAN, LACEY, alongside Luke BARNATT, calling the action. Anticipated for a long time, rescheduled, but finally in front of us.
Ryšavý looks massive in the wide compared to Fodor. For me, the shots that can make the difference in this, I think Ryšaví's knees coming up the middle on the exchanges, very, very dangerous. And for Fodor, as if he manages to throw longer combinations, 3, 4, 5 hooks. He's had success with those in the past as well.
He can't get caught in these spots, right? He needs open water to use that footwork, that movement. He's a lifelong martial artist, been training since the age of 10. His father got him into the sport, and he embodies every single part of it. But when you're looking at the technical skills he's got, he needs space to use them, right?
Yeah, definitely, but Ryšavý bullying him right now, bullying up against the fence, throwing heavy there.
Oh, that neck, the neck's in trouble. Pulling him away, though.
Manages to do well there and defend the neck.
Yeah, that's a strong takedown coming around that side, trying to avoid the threat from that potential guillotine attempt.
Still has the neck, but I don't think it's... Can't manage to clasp the hands together. So has that left side, switches up now to a half Nelson.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe going to look to try and sweep or just cause pain and discomfort in that shoulder to get some space. Needs to get that bottom leg from under him, that left knee.
Oh, and Ryšavý trying to respond with a head and arm.
Yeah, good shoulder pressure from Ryšavý. Looking now maybe to pass.
Yeah, you can see that the crowd here understand the threat as well. Looking to set that up. Oh, clinching up the arm. Ryšavý.
Very hard to finish this from the half guard.
What's he need to do exactly from this position?
Can maybe look to pass to the mount, 3/4 mount. If you can slide that left knee through, use that choke attempt to just open up the legs and slide. He's trying to do it now. Needs to be careful to go back into the guard. Yeah, but wrapped up that leg now with a lockdown position on that left side. Still has this though pretty tight.
Oh.
Trying to get that leg through.
He's going the other way. Now he's got the mount.
Now it's dangerous.
Oh,
now it's really dangerous.
This is it.
This is tight.
BOMBY Ryšavý, he's got this locked up. František Fodor is trying to answer the phone there, but you feel it's just a matter of time.
Yeah, if he can adjust the hips as he's doing now.
Oh, that's made it a talk now.
Nice pressure on the neck, but needs to, the cage hindering him a little bit. Needs to get that shoulder pressure down with the right side, so needs to flatten himself back out. Gives up on the choke though.
Oh, look at the reversal.
Fodor gets straight to his feet, has body lock. Digs in that underhook on the left side though. Great work from Ryšavý.
But good survival from František Fodor. You see him wobble his neck out from that shoulder pressure that he was under.
Yeah, it was a nice neck crank there when he twerked on it. Talked on it. I don't think he twerked on his neck.
I hope not. I really hope. That's disrespectful. But now Fodor back out and up on his feet. 1:50 to work from here.
Good measure from Ryšavý. Seems to have found his home for that jab early and understand the distance.
Oh, a nice right hand there from Fodor, but still moving forward.
There's the knees that I mentioned earlier of Ryšavý. Very dangerous weapons. I feel like if you can put them into a combination, that could be fight ending. I don't know if it's the beard of Ryšavý, but he just looks huge.
He looks massive.
Compared to Fodor.
Yeah, absolutely.
Fodor has a small head. I don't know if it's that, or I can't see it, but he just looks very, very big.
And at the weigh-ins yesterday, Ryšavý, both of them came under the weight. Oh, another frame and knee there from Ryšavý.
Ryšavý needs to be careful, though, because Fodor will wing those hooks in.
Yeah. Nice body kick, though. He's mixing his weapons up nicely, Ryšavý. And the other thing I like about him letting go of that head and arm, Luke, it's sensible, right? You don't want to burn your arms out. And when you got back to your feet, you've still got the power in those shots like he's showing now. Oh, spinning
elbow, nice attack, just missed. I'd like to see left hook, right knee, or right hook, left knee from Ryšavý. I think if he can put those knees in the middle of a combination where he's throwing his hands, it'll be super effective. Because Fodor drops his head a little bit.
Oh. Now the pressure, it's all pressure from Ryšavý, Luke. Oh, and there's the right hand, pressure and power. BOMBY Ryšavý looking to finish it before the end of the first round. 5 seconds left. Big shots coming down. That is it. Karol Ryšavý applies the pressure and gets the finish.
Yeah, overwhelmed Fodor there. Completely overwhelmed him and caught him with a big right hand. Great work for the referee. Only 5 seconds left, but really changed up to elbows.
And now he toasts the arena.
He better finish that beer. He better down the whole thing. No! Pussy!
Look, a little shake of the head.
You know he's not English.
Listen, let's talk about that performance, though, because you talk about the submission attempt, the takedowns, the knees, it was all pressure, Luke. All pressure.
He was superior
pressure
the whole way. Absolutely superior throughout the fight. Like you said, got that takedown, got on top, had that side choke attempt, which I feel like he actually could have finished, but he gave up on it. We get to see a little bit of it here.
And it's this right hand in the end, right around the back to behind the ear, Luke. And that affects the equilibrium and instantly dropped Fodor down.
Yeah, no, unanswered shot after unanswered shot.
And then the elbows came in. He started dropping some of those in as well. There you go. And as the elbows came in, there was only 5 seconds left on the clock, but the referee asked and asked for show me some defense. None was given, survival only. And these are the numbers. The numbers tell the tale of this fight. 40-37 to 17-12. You're looking for who can take those bragging rights back to Slovakia. It doesn't come any cleaner than that, Luke Barnett.
Exactly, but I mean, that just shows the level of LACEY as well. When you look at our champion, what he did to Ryšavý after an amazing performance like that. Karol Ryšavý looking fantastic there in all realms of mixed martial arts. Takedowns, submission attempts, striking, ground and pound. You know, it just shows the levels we have here at Octagon.
Yeah, BOMBY is back. Nice respect between the two, but let's get it announced. Let's hand it to Andrei Novotny.
Ladies and gentlemen, your referee has called a stop to the action at 4 minutes 57 seconds on the very first round. And the winner by TKO in the first round is Karol BOMBY Ryšavý. Gratulace, tato. První vítězství jako táta, byla příprava jiná, když se ti během té přípravy narodil synek?
Tak, bola iná v tom, že snažil som sa pomáhať aj maličkým ľudské, ale takto verejne by som jej chcel veľmi poďakovať za to, aké mi spravila podmienky. Posledný týždeň odišla k svojim rodičom, aby som sa kľudne vyspinkal a naozaj, že ma celú prípravu podporovala. Obrovské ďakujem, milujem ťa, láska. A táto výhra je pre nášho syna. Je to niečo neuveriteľné, taká emócia. To, že som otec, že som z toho v piči.
což je úplně v pořádku. Co ten zápas? Fantasticky Fero ubránil ten arm triangle. Ty jsi ho vlastně pustil v určitou chvíli. Měl jsi obavu, že by ses tam úplně vyčerpal?
Áno, Ferry to výborne bránil. Aj som cítil, že ho to robí zle, že trošku chrčí. Tak hovorím, že vydržím a potom som sa normálne začal smiať, lebo držal jak starý pes. Snažil som sa vysadnúť, že to nejak prechytím, ale výborne to obránil. A trošku som sa bál, že budem zatavený, ale dobre, a má fakt brutálne ruky, šikovné, na to sme si dávali pozor a celú prípravu sme vlastne na to stanovili, aby som to preberal tým roundkickom a myslím si, že to tam dosť sedelo a nerobilo mu to dobre. Chcel by som poďakovať môjmu tímu, Atilkovi, Palimu, ktorý v postoji ma posunul tam, kde som, Janko, ktorý takisto v MMA ma posúva a ešte Radkovi, čo má Different Athletic Trnava za silovú prípravu. Všetkým veľmi pekne ďakujem mojim sponzorom a ľuďom, ktorí ma podporujete, naozaj bez vás by to nešlo. Ďakujem Octagonu, najlepšia organizácia za mňa v Európe. Som rád, že tu môžem byť a chcem čo najskôr najbližšie zápas, keď sa dá.
Já myslím, že se dá, že to moc dobře víš, co tě čeká. Ukážeme to divákům?
Pojďme na to, aby nehovorili, že si vyberám súperov.
Pojďme tedy na to, jestli jsme připraveni. Pojďme ukázat grafiku, kde se představí ve svém následujícím zápase Karol BOMBY Ryšavý. Jestli máme připravenou ve voze. Bude to nový vlastně turnaj, který pořádá Attila především se svými přáteli Fabrik MMA 5. 11. novembra v Trnavě proti...
Povedz to ty.
Mateusz Legersky.
Je to tak, proti Legerskému. A ideme si uzavrieť tú starú našu vec, čo ma označoval, že chicken si ide pre teba.
Karol BOMBY Ryšavý versus Mateusz Legersky na turnaj Fabrik MMA 5. novembra. Gratulace. Fero, dám ještě slovo tobě, jestli chceš v rychlosti. Je to prohra, ale předvedl si moc hezkých 5 minut.
The fight was a bit different for me. The preparation was different because I was a father for the first time. So first of all, I have to thank to my wife, who was very supportive of me, and she even went to the family to give me some rest. And I have to also have respect for my opponent. He was a very tough opponent. He was defending well that arm triangle, and I was afraid to be exhausted with my muscles, but at the end it wasn't like this. We were prepared for him. We just prepared for round kicks, and I believe it worked. And I want to thank my team, to everyone who supported me. And next time I can finish the odd grudge in Fabrik MMA with Legersky. Thank you all.
Hák musím pridat niečo nad tým ešte.
I tak to byl moc hezký výkon, jeden z krásných zápasů celého večera. Děkujeme moc. František, Fodor.
Ďakujem veľmi pekne, Ondro, Palo, za možnosť, že môžem tuto reprezentovať to, čo som sa naučil. Pozdravujem Ocino, pozdravujem Oliver, ľúbim vás všetkých.
František, Fodor, díky ještě jednou.
We're bringing the world's finest entertainment to Germany. With the very first tournament, we managed to sell out the iconic Festhalle and break the German MMA records. And now, it's time to move on. This time, you can look forward to German superstar and former pro footballer Christian Eckerlin.
Dropped him.
For the second time this year, he is going to face the dangerous Brazilian striker, Oliveira. A rematch that will settle all scores and give both fighters the chance to show who is better.
Za Německo, Stefan D800 Pütz
will once again perform in front of his home crowd, now as the winner of the battle for Germany. In front of all Frankfurt, the Czech crowd favourite, Petrášek, will try and rob him of the victory.
Petrášek takes him down immediately.
How will the battle between the best German fighter and multiple-time world champion against the elite Czech fighter turn out? The story and the mission continue. Octagon 36, October 15th, Frankfurt. Tickets available for purchase through Ticketmaster DE.